God created sexuality to be beautiful and wonderful, full of meaning and value. The enemy wants to distort every good gift into something that causes confusion and brokenness. Hi, I'm Grant Goodeve for the Legacy Institute. The Biblical Blueprint for Sexual Integrity is a comprehensive teaching series developed by Carrie Abbott, one of our nation's foremost sexuality and relationship educators. The goal of the series is to help equip all parents to paint God's picture of life, love, and true sexuality for their children. But instead of me telling you about it, we've asked parents to share what they've experienced by going through this 7-session DVD series.
This is just about being who God created you to be.
And it was from the perspective of how God made us man and how God made us woman.
In our culture, we have this "it's all about me" thing. And so we have daughters saying, "Dad, don't tell me who I can like. Dad, don't tell me I can't go out with that guy. Listen, you can feed me, clothe me, let me live in your house, let me drive your car, you pay for the gas," which is a big deal right now, and all these other things. Oh, by the way, you don't really have any right to tell me who I can like, because who I like is a feeling, and feelings are off limits to you. Huh? I don't see that anywhere in Scripture. What I see is that God has said, Adam and all men, your job is to protect. You were made to do it. You got the stick at the age of 3. You were already fighting trees in the backyard, even before your daughter was born. You can smell a rat in a young man far better than your daughter can, and far better than your wife can. The wife says, "Oh, honey, it's okay if they go to homecoming." You're looking at the guy thinking, "I want to kill him. I don't know why. I just want to kill him." You know, what is it about a man when he sees another man and he knows, "I know what's in you," because a man knows what's in a man. And the reason God needs you to become very aware of your job of protection is it'll be the father who protects a daughter, because it is the father later that gives the daughter. It's the father who gives the daughter. Therefore, she is your responsibility.
I thought about my youngest daughter first, but both my daughters.
She said, "Mom, you know, when you were kind of telling me that stuff, yeah, Mom, you know, whatever." And then she heard it. She goes, "I want to be that."
And I was excited because as a mother of a 14-year-old, that I could help her in ways that, you know, that I didn't get when I was growing up.
It was more Christ-centered and a godly talk than what I got about birds and bees.
It's something that my husband and I have attempted to instill in our children, and it was saying everything that we hope to train into them.
The positive approach just empowers them to be who they are.
He brought them to the man to see what he would name them. The man's voice, the male voice, the calling out what should be is so important. We want to call out in our kids what we want them to be, not what they're not supposed to do.
And coming from, too, being a woman teaching this to young men, the respect that they had for her, she did a dynamic job.
Here's the boys. They're like this. Carrie walked in and she said, "I'd like to ask your permission to talk to you young men." And it went from this to leaning forward, and they were engaged. They were loving her.
One of the best aspects with my daughter and I talking is the 14 stages of bonding. She discusses this with her friends, talking about sort of where they are on these lists, what they might be doing right or wrong, and how that affects things.
Let me tell you a story about this couple. There's this couple, and they both work downtown. She's 22, he's 23. They don't know each other yet. They work in a building. She's at this little desk, and she's close to the elevator, kind of like right over there. So she's working one day, and she's typing, and she's doing her thing on the computer, and she's talking on the phone, and she's sipping her mocha, and all of a sudden she hears the elevator bell, and usually she doesn't look, but she's sort of bored. So she kind of leans up over the desk and looks, and she sees people getting off the elevator. Now, this is the first level of physical bonding. It's eye to body. I'm going to see your body even if you don't see me, all right? And she has looked for a ring. From her distance, she can't see it. No guarantees, but she's thinking he's available. Frankly, she's already sort of falling for this guy. She doesn't even know his name. Anyway, so he comes by her desk and stops, and they make eye contact. This is number 2 in physical and emotional bonding, eye to eye. He's looking very handsome, and he's holding something in his hand. He walks up to her desk, says, "This is for you." So he has not only looked at her, and she's been looking at him. They have this voice connection. He has actually come over and given her this cup of coffee. It's practically an engagement in Seattle if you do that.
The series is just fantastic and should be purchased by anybody with children.
It's changed our marriage. It's changed the way we raise our kids.
It gave us a common vocabulary to use within the family and within the youth group.
It was an absolute answer to prayer.
The biblical blueprint for sexual integrity is unapologetically biblical in its approach because we believe that the true power to live with sexual integrity comes through a relationship with Jesus Christ. The series works well in a variety of settings, including small group studies, adult Sunday school classes, parent groups, and homeschool, just to name a few. Thank you for your time and for the consideration. If you'd like more information, or you'd like to order the Biblical Blueprint for Sexual Integrity, please visit our website at thelegacyinstitute.com.